listened to track 1. What was it called? Feel the Love. I personally feel like this is an interesting first track because in comparison to the rest of the album, for this to be the intro song, you would think that this album is about to have a specific sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay. Because when I first heard it, I was like, damn, it's gonna be bad. Like, because you know, it's the first track. I don't like to go through an album, like, and you know, flip through the tracks. I like to go in the order that the artist wants me to go in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, track 1, that's where I'm gonna start. Track 1. Okay, so I'm like, all right, this is an interesting beat. Interesting choice of words. You know, I get the underlining tone, feel the love, you know, corresponding with the Twitter shit. He's feeling the love now based on him being a nigga a couple weeks ago. I get that. So maybe that was by design. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Right.
I like the song overall. I think Pusha did what is to be expected of Pusha T, which is to rhyme at an above average level. You know, he wrote it was like in the pocket. It was a nice introduction to the album. And I personally was extremely excited upon hearing it. Like, I didn't think this was gonna be bad. I thought, nigga, this hoe about to be good. You know what I mean? And the reason why, here's why. Here's a little bit of backstory. If y'all listen to our podcast, if you know anything about at least me and Johnny, we were in the band and we were drummers. Okay. So that most people was like, nigga, that shit is crazy as fuck. Yeah. But to me, that's like typical drummer lingo. You know what I'm saying? That shit that we say like squeedoo, you know what I'm saying? Like skitty, you know what I'm saying? We do shit like that. I'm just like, man, this nigga is feeling this shit. You know what I mean? In regards to the production.
Feels the love.
Yeah, you know, this nigga feel the love. Nigga, a couple of flams in that motherfucker and everything. Yeah. You know, so like, I felt the energy in that motherfucker. That's why I was just like, man, I don't know what else is in store. But for me, it was cool. But the Pusha verse, you know, like, I don't think it was like, it was a well-crafted verse. It fits seamlessly. It wasn't anything I didn't like about it, but it wasn't anything that was just crazy about it either.
Okay, what you think about
I like Pusha part just because it's unexpected. You don't expect the intro for a Cudi and Kanye album to be a Pusha verse. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know it was gonna be on there.
Yeah, me neither. They never had the credits on there either, so it's really like every song is gonna catch. I like that element of it.
It's a surprise factor. Like it's a surprise.
You don't know who's on there. You just gotta read.
I can't even imagine hearing the track without Pusha as the intro. You know, like as the verse, the intro again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like to take him out, the song would sound kind of empty.
I asked my 7-year-old if he sees ghosts. He said no. Like,
I saw a song a few times when I was little. It wasn't like an everyday thing.
Yeah.
All
right. So we're gonna move on to track 2.
I love all your shit talking.
Fire sounded like water.
That motherfucker sounded like
tap water.
That's what that motherfucker sounded like.
Okay.
I feel like I gotta really just be by myself on some for that song, and it has to be like in my ears, just like I don't know.
So you saying
I couldn't catch the vibe of it just off top.
I caught it. There's two things First off, it's my least favorite track on the album, period. Like I just didn't like it. There was no substance to it. But what I did like was what I started to like throughout the entirety of the album is the melodies that they're using. So at this point in time, and I don't even know if this was intended, but that almost kind of put me like in a trance of where like this is like on some like, I don't know, like slaves, old spiritual shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we in the trenches, like, you know what I mean? Like we trying to figure this shit out. And I don't know if this was intended, but I just, for some reason, I imagine like black people with pickaxes, you know,
mowing grass.
Sonically, it put me in a good spot. I just didn't like the delivery.
Yeah, because piggybacking off of track 1 and going into Fire, the energy that you get from Feel the Love tanks with Fire. You know what I'm saying? Like it almost does like a right turn. You know what I'm saying? And it takes you down this pathway where, I mean, this is me visually. You know, listen to the track. It like took me down this pathway where it's just like you said, the fucking, it's like you just walking down this hallway, you just seeing, you know, Kanye and, you know, his world. And like, it's like leading you to me, like Fire to me.
You can see a choir, huh?
Yeah, like Fire is like a transitional track. Like it's leading you into the actual album. You know what I'm saying?
So at this point, I still haven't to preface the album, I'm trying to understand what Kid See Ghost mean. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out how the title Kid See Ghost fits into what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
And at track 2, it still makes no sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we're going into track 3 now.
It feels so good it should cost. Brought an alligator, I ain't talking the cost.
Okay. Now, this is actually very important because what did I say track 2 was for? I said that was a transitional song, like you walking down this hallway and then you smacked in the head into the 4th dimension. Like it's clever that they named this track 4th dimension. It's very clever because it's, for one, it's the single of the album. I think we all agree.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the smash of the album.
Yes.
This is the hardest beat.
Hardest beat, hardest
This is
production.
classic Kanye. This should be on the radio.
Yeah, it feels so good it should cost. Yeah. I mean, lyrics, production,
Called an alligator, but it wasn't the coast.
creativity, flow, melody, everything was
Finish my sentence.
everything was
I feel
top
like we're
tier.
hitting on Kanye, but at the same time, Cudi, you know what I mean? Cudi came through and delivered with a solid verse. Like this is overall the best song on the album.
Now he was in the pocket. He was in the pocket on this one. I mean, 4th Dimension should be on the radio. It's a radio hit. You know, it could be
But to
just some
piggyback off of the transition, like you were saying, 4th Dimension being some scientific shit. You know what I mean? Like that's really like some shit. Like I think I was listening to Joe Rogan, just to speed it up, Joe Rogan the other day. You know what I mean? He was talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson, and they was talking about the 4th Dimension. The only like visual representation we've seen is like in the movie Monsters Inc., where they go through the portal like and they pop up in the kid's closet. You know what I'm saying? Like me visually thinking about that and then referencing it to the track is like, you know, from the transition to now you in a world of hate, you in a world of trouble now, nigga. This shit is fire. This shit's about to happen.
You just open the door
You're in it now. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I said. You're in the album
was,
now.
hey, you know, welcome. You know, and then you're transitioning. Now, nigga, you in it. You all the way in it now.
Kid See Ghost. Where do most of the time Kid See Ghost at?
Germans. Oh, okay. Well, that's a nice, clever play on it. Yeah.
So it's like, all right, like I'm about to get, you know, transition from this closet into the actual world. So
and again, we don't know Kanye and Kid Cudi's fucking actual fucking we don't know that. So we're just, you know, we're wrapping our minds around it and trying to give you what we think.
And this is just really off of not even really just being able to soak in the words, just how you want to, the way you can clean.
Yeah.
But definitely just on the few times I've heard this, certain lines was just cold.
This
That
was
nigga,
the
I
hit.
can finish this. That nigga cut off. I'm talking about, I was just saying like, alright, they ain't gave me no flow yet, like on some.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
this one came on and I was like, this is it right here.
The way track one transitions into track 2, and the way track 2 transitions into track 3 is very thought out.
This one felt good to hear. It felt good to hear that one. Like, okay, here we go.
Actually rapping.
We off the.
There's actual rap on this song. You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
It isn't more just a sentimental vibe of it to it, or like a sad flow. It was just some straight up.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm braggadocious with it.
Right.
So Kanye, we've all come to love. You know?
Yes, I was gonna say that
he came back to
the
life.
The verse on 4th Dimension reminds me of like Graduation. You know, like Stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like it has that
even newer stuff. You know, like just I hate to say the word swag, but the swag he had on it though. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's very up to date. But I mean, the energy level. It's like you could tell he was happy making the song. You know what I'm saying? Like it was.
He knew this was hard.
Yeah, he knew it was hard. Like he's like, oh yeah, nigga, this gonna go. It's gonna go. Damn, we gotta get on with the next album. So let's go. We're on to the next track.
Don't feel pain anymore. Guess what, baby? I feel free.
Do you guys think that Kid Cudi played a intricate role in Kanye being able to make this kind of record in regards to the mental capacity, because this is a gospel album. I mean, not gospel. Well, it is a gospel album, but it's a gospel track. You know, it's the first gospel track on the album, but there are multiple on this album. But this is the first one.
I think it's an underlying theme throughout the album, but
Like, I mean, like Cudi has his own demons. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Kanye has been very vocal about his. But
well, I think this is the first track that opens up to the whole idea of mental health.
right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you know, I don't feel pain anymore. Like, I really feel like this was a song, like, if you are depressed and you on meds, you know what I'm saying? All of those demons feel like they go away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start to feel better, Now, this is one of those abstract kind of viewpoints on the album. Like I said, I don't know what they were intending, but again, like that I feel free. If you're in a dark place or if you're in a sunken place,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And you're feeling better, you feeling free. It's just like, say for instance, you down and out and you know, you hit some weed. You know what I mean? Like, and this is not to compare with prescription drugs or anything, but you know what I mean, you feel better. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a real uplifting song, you know what I mean? But
I was just wondering if this song could have been made without the assistance of Cudi being on the track, because of both of them having this history. Because this is such a pivotal point in the album. You know, coming from the fourth dimension where it's like hitting you in the face. I'm happy. I'm finally making, you know, the music I want to make. I'm here, and then transitioning into Ghost Town Part 2, where he's clearly like vindicated, you know, mentally in this current space.
This is,
you know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I'm at right now. I feel free. Yeah, I'm creating the music I want to create, and I'm happy doing it. And this is the type of album it's going to be. Because he could have put this track as the last track. It could have been the outro track, but he put it smack in the middle to let you know what this album is and how I feel making it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I am mentally. This is where he is mentally. This is where we are mentally, and enjoy it. That's what I like.
I honestly feel like the album in the whole probably. I feel like they probably put the songs in order of the way they probably made them. Like, it kind of really feel like that. Like, they just finished the song and was like, all right, fuck it, this is number 5.
Yeah, it's leading.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. But now this song's like sonically, it was well composed, bro. Like, it was a well thought out song, and you can tell like them boys was really in that mud.
It sounds like
it's real cinematic.
Somebody cried while they was.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was some tears.
It evokes emotion. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And again, the live instrumentation and the production.
I can see them like, man,
real.
even the video, bro. I can see their whole video just like a gospel of like Ye just performing, like just telling the crowd to come with it, and you know, he had like the Chicago.
From a cinematic perspective, like
crowd quiet and they'll be going hard, and then like it'll just be crazy, bro. You know, the visual aspect. That's a visual. I would want to see that visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song was kind of like one of those riding off into the sunset kind of songs.
That's what I'm saying.
End of a movie.
It sounds like it could be an outro track, but I wonder if that was strategically placed here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was like a statement. You know, like, I'm free, nigga. Like
so far, it seems to be kind of chronological from my perspective.
Yeah.
But
I want to hear the whole album in shuffle. I still haven't heard the album in shuffle.
We just got to keep going.
Once I hear albums in shuffle, I really can dissect them, because then I really can claim it.
I did because when I first heard it, when it came out Friday, it was on YouTube. The titles were mixed up.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So not all of them, but a few of them were misplaced. So I was thinking like Free was the Cudi montage. Or
oh yeah, you're right. It was the same way on Apple Music. When it first came out on Apple Music, the track names were not correct. So Free was named something else.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
so
saying?
that
like,
threw me all the way off. Now that I see the real track list, and it was like, okay, well, was the shit out of place? You know, because you know, I'm gonna play this fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But powerful song. You know, very impactful, very emotional. So we'll move on to the next track.
I'm so reborn. I'm moving forward. Keep moving forward.
Alright, just listen to Reborn. Interesting note that Reborn is 5 minutes and 20 seconds long, and the whole album is 24 minutes long. and it's probably the only track that I actually didn't want to stop. Like, it's crazy how this particular track, even though it's a Cudi, Cudi's really strong on this track.
Cudi just showed up.
Yeah, like I didn't even really realize Kanye was even on that shit, because Cudi just, the chorus is so like in your mind, you know, it's just going over and over again, you know. His verse is
I think
there.
the record did what it was supposed to do. I mean, when you look at the lyrics, you know, I'm moving forward. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? I'm so reborn.
Yeah.
Keep moving forward.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's one of those uplifting tracks. Like, to anybody going through anything on a human level, you know what I mean? If you can't relate to this song, then you're a fucking robot.
That's definitely a song, especially a song after you like
Go
can
through
feel your growth.
Yeah.
That's like
yeah,
definitely one of those. Like, I feel my growth. I'm comfortable where I'm at now. Like, I'm good. I'm set here, and you gotta either take it or leave it.
And then coming from the previous track, it's once again, you know, transitioning into, you know, I think Ghost Town Part 2 was before Reborn, and you know, the overall theme at this point in the album is very, you know, gospel-ish. You know, I'm singing praises. Yeah, you know, it's very singing praises, you know, to the Most High for delivering me from a dark place in which, you know, now I'm reborn, you know, I'm moving forward, keep moving forward to anybody else that's listening. That's what I got from it. So, yeah, dope. Okay, moving on to the next track.
Kids see ghosts sometimes. Kids see ghosts sometimes. Kids see ghosts sometimes.
Spirit.
Did you listen to Kid See Ghost? Man.
My personal favorite.
Not, okay. Ah, man, okay.
Production wise, it's probably definitely, I don't know, I don't want to say my second favorite, but it's probably the second most hype.
But what's the vibe in this song? What do you get? What do you see from this song?
This is,
Like,
first off, this took me back to Sade. It got a Sade
Yes.
type of vibe, like No Ordinary Love. It got that same vibe, like you want to ride. Like, I'm glad that it's nighttime right now, because I just want to listen to this whole on the way home.
Yeah.
Because I've been listening to it during the day for the past couple of days, but now I want to hear this shit on the way home, dog. Like, it's that type of vibe. It's so fucking smooth.
Yeah. Kid See Ghost.
The only critique, I don't
don't
remember how Kanye started out the verse, but it was very like rudimentary, dog. It was like, I expected more, but then it just progressively got better.
Yeah, I think that was a couple takes. I think that took him. I think that took him some takes to get there, but it was well put together. What I got from Kid See Ghost visually was a 90s vibe, like you said, kind of Sade-ish. Like, I got that too. And that night, I always picture, like when I listen to the song, because I picture shit when I listen to music, I picture kind of like, you know how the 90s was supposed to be like futuristic, but it wasn't. Like, you remember all the cars, like the 19.
There would be flying cars.
Right. To me, this song seems like a retro future, like Alien. You know how Alien was supposed to be like futuristic, but it was actually retro. You know, like I got that vibe from this particular track. Just the production level, the way that Cudi is, you know, flowing with the instrumentals, you know, and Kanye's verse at the end is very well put together. I fuck with it heavy. What else? It's probably.
I think overall, this particular track is when I started to form my own interpretation about the album. Like, it's track number 6 out of 7. Mm-hmm. And I guess the mantra of Kids See Ghosts sometimes, Kids See Ghosts sometimes. The entire time I'm trying to figure out, okay, there's this album is heavily, like, it's extremely melodic. You know what I mean? The tracks are very moody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There's an undertone of like this I don't want to say religious, but faith-based type of, you know, vibe to it. Now, Kids See Ghosts is with them repeating it over and over and over again. Yeah. Now I'm starting to visualize, and what comes to mind is, okay, now with the religious undertone, kids meaning fucking, okay, we're children of God, right? Okay. And, you know, like, I think that's safe to say. We're all children of God. So it's not just it's not kids. Like I said before, my 7-year-old told me he don't see ghosts. You know what I'm saying? So it's all of us. You know what I mean? And then see ghosts sometimes, meaning that we're, you know, none of us are perfect. Like I would say, like just based on the experience that you shared, you know what I'm saying? If somebody said they see ghosts, you would call them crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's the general consensus. Now I'm not saying everybody's like that, but I think the general, you know, population would say, "Oh, you're crazy if you say you see ghosts." So just putting those two together, I look at it like, okay, nigga, we're all crazy sometimes. You know what I mean? Like we all, like kids, like we see ghosts sometimes. Like we lose it sometimes, and we gotta come back. You know what I mean? To travel. You know what I mean? And that's when all of this started to come to fruition for me, and that's
Kid See Ghosts, and that's probably why they named the group Kid See Ghosts, because Cudi and Kanye have been publicly known to go crazy from time to time. Yeah. You know, but that may be just them being human.
Yeah.
So I get that. That's a great analogy. Okay, so moving on to last track of the project. Cudi montage. Outro for the Kid See Ghost album. I personally felt like this could have been Reborn Part 2, low key.
True.
Like just the
it was like an ending prayer almost. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just stay strong, help me, Lord.
Yeah. Outside of the beat.
Is this a faith-based? Is this a Christian album?
Sounds like a gospel album. Yeah. Stay strong. Whoa. Save me, Lord. Yeah, like it's very. It definitely put the seal on the theme of the album. You know, Kanye verse hard, beat hard.
That beat probably him getting back to his faith, bro.
Only thing I didn't like about the verse is Kanye. Like, it sounded like not only was it sounded like it was written by Sci-Hi the Prince, but it also sounded like Sci-Hi may have recorded it and then Kanye just remembered it because it sounds exactly like Sci-Hi. Like that was so unoriginal to me. I was like, God damn! Like I know you don't like. I know you take help in whatever you know his secret ways are in the studio, but it was like nigga, this was Sci-Hi. Nigga, like you just personified Sci-Hi on your album.
It's very Sci-Hi-ish.
You know, like damn, come on, man.
Yeah, you know, very interesting. I
fuck with Sci-Hi though, but. Yeah, I don't want to hear Kanye sound like that.
I mean, just put Sci-Hi on it.
I was just saying in my head too. That sound like
that nigga was literally like,
yeah, go ahead. I got a million of these. Go ahead. Yeah, eat off of it for a couple months. Nah, but it's hard though. It's still hard. Kind of put the seal on the Kid See Ghost album for me. It's a solid project from top to bottom. I like how it transitions. Each song transitions into the next. You know, kind of
how short it was, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like now you can give a part 2.
Yeah,
and it'll be like a compilation now, but the way you can really listen to it as a whole piece.
I'm loving this 7-track thing that Kanye.
The only thing that I want them to do, and they may do it, is like make like a deluxe version of this album where they put Ghost Town Part 1 on this. So yeah,
man. If you had to give it a rating out of 10.
Okay, if I was to rate it, just in comparison to other albums on the market right now, or compared to other Kanye albums, or just albums period, what would we rating this as?
Man,
it could be either or.
In either criteria,
okay.
That would.
I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. The only reason why I'm not giving it a full 10 out of 10 is because I'm a little biased. This is it. Because I don't want to. Because everyone's saying that the album's perfect, and I don't think anything is perfect. You know, it has flaws. You know, but overall, it's a great album. But I feel like personally, it doesn't need to get a 10 out of 10 because I want them to make another project. So I want them to, top this. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
Well, on the rating, really, I feel like, I mean, if I'm rating it on just me hearing it off a day, you know what I'm saying, then it's cool. I'll put it at about like an 8.5. And that's just me judging off listening to certain productions and catching certain lines. Like once I really, really have like time to just ride and listen to it and just can mellow out on it, or if I'm cleaning up the house and like listen to it, or I can cling on to the words, it'll definitely go up.
Okay.
Like I say, it started at a good pinnacle for me. Like an 8.5, I mean, definitely, you ain't going lower than that. I mean, you really gonna jump up to the 9-ish. Like I said, I love the production of it. Love the fact that they got back to like their original styles a little bit.
Yeah.
We're still trying to trickle into, you know what I'm saying, how they are as artists. They still trying to give it a different variation. It was cool, man. It was better than I expected.
Alright.
Honestly.
What you got? What you got?
Put it there, like, I think I agree with Papa, like 8.5, man. Like, well, the production was immaculate. Like, I love the production.
Nah, production is 10 out of 10. On this.
In regards to music, just overall, like, I really enjoyed the album. I think the content was really uplifting, especially for anybody who, you know, it's a lot of mantras on there
Right.
that, you know, can kind of get you through, you know, your day to day. But in regards to rap, it wasn't enough rapping on it for me. You know what I mean? I know Cudi is melodic, but he also raps. He also raps well. You know what I mean? Like Kanye had a few stellar verses, a couple stellar verses, and some not so stellar. You know what I mean? But like I liked them. It just wasn't like the Kanye I was expecting.
Okay.
And plus, I appreciate artists who do press. So you're gonna get an 8.5 just because Kanye won't talk to nobody. You know.
Besides Charlamagne?
Yeah. So.
I would say they need to categorize this as a gospel album. Because
Wait a minute.
gospel
We didn't talk about the return of fucking Yasin Bey.
What do you mean?
Did Yasin Bey made an appearance on Kid Cudi Go Sometime. Spirit, that's Yasin Bey.
You sure?
I am fucking positive.
We need to look at the credits.
If he don't get, okay, maybe I'm tripping. But nobody, like,
it could, hey.
Yasin Bey is on Kid Cudi.
If you're watching this.
That's why it's my favorite track.
If you're watching this, comment.
Like, subscribe, it's free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. Fuck
yeah. And also call us out on anything that we were full of shit on.
Yeah, we
So, Houston's Point of View podcast on iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher Radio. We are also on Instagram, Houston's POV, and we're on Twitter, Houston's _POV. John O'Ray.
He's
on Twitter.
There, bro.
Check me out. Dig us.
Yeah, that's him.
It's on there?
Yeah. Yeah, we have it. I didn't even think about it.
We just broke news.
Yeah, I seen that.
We just broke news. Shout out to Yasin.
That was the greatest part of the song.
It was.
And then he had a little montage in between. Like, alright, that's a wrap, man. Peace.
Mighty Most, we out. Welcome to HPOV channel. This is Houston's Point of View podcast. And finally, you found us. Thank God. You've been scrolling through the internet for years, just going through bullshit. Anything you could think of under the sun, we're talking about, we're discussing, we're giving a true Houston's point of view about. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, Houston's _POV and Houston's POV. That's the Instagram. And then be sure to subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. It's all Houston's POV podcasts. And go to our website, h-pov.com, for exclusive content.
On these niggas real quick, bro. Come on. HPOV shit. HPOV, we in here. Hey, whatever you want, we're gonna give it to you. Whether it's funny, whether it's good music, whether it's good conversation and intellectual topics, food, whatever you want, we got it. You know what I'm saying? You know we're gonna give you something for the ladies. Ooh. Catch me on Instagram at Poppy_Alpo ALPEAUX. Catch me on Twitter, A Legend Drew. A Legend Drew. Just think about spelling A Legend Drew, because I am a legend.
It's my fucking first straight. Yeah, man, y'all tuned into Houston's POV, man. Houston's POV, the YouTube channel, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. There's a subscribe button below. There's a notification button below. Hit that motherfucker. It's free. You feel me? Yeah, y'all can expect album reviews, and I'm talking about really in-depth album reviews, not just the corny bullshit you get from everywhere else. We're actually giving our own personal opinions that are not tainted by this channel and that channel and X, Y, and Z. Y'all getting real life perspectives on real life topics. Y'all want to catch me on social media, is HPOV_MACCCK. It ain't no crip shit, it's some Mac shit. But yeah, man, once again, we appreciate y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Peace.